Hi, welcome to the Headphones On podcast. I am your host, Hunter. On my left is Juan.
Hello.
On my right is Carlos.
Hi.
And yeah, we're got some decorations finally. Looking somewhat like we kind of know what we're doing a little bit.
Small improvements.
Not at all.
No, not at all. But small improvements slowly over time. Today, we're going to talk about concerts. Concerts that we've been to, concerts that we might have had some problems at. We just went to the Tyler the Creator Call Me If You Get Lost tour with Kali Uchis, Vince Staples, and Teezo Touchdown, which is henceforth why our set is decorated like this. And Juan went as a person who didn't know who the fuck these people were.
I knew Kyle. I didn't know Vince Staples.
Yeah.
I knew Tyler the Creator. I just heard maybe 2 songs, and I couldn't even name you the name.
And one of them was Tamale.
I can name you that one. I can name you that one.
Because of fucking Carlos playing Tamale 80 times in his car. And Bitch Suck Dick. He knew that one.
Yeah.
Probably the 2 worst Tyler Creator songs you could introduce him to. But then, what's it called? Carlos, didn't sit with us. He sat with his girlfriend or whatever. And all we get, as soon as we get to the concert, we sit down because me, Juan, and our other friend Tyler, we got nosebleed seats. And we were like, okay, we're settled in, whatever. We start getting like cryptic messages from Carlos. I see you. I know where you are. Taking pictures of us. You look like weenies up there. Shit like that. Usual shit. Talking shit and stuff like that. And it turned into us literally doing Where's Waldo with fucking Carlos and trying to find this motherfucker.
We're angling the photo. Like, okay, he's at this angle, so he has to be at this elevation. So he's around this seat area.
And like, all we kept getting is, you're never going to find me. Blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, this motherfucker. And I'm like, this motherfucker only wears like 3 shirts. So like, let me find this bitch. Find him with like his gray shirt he wears all. He's not wearing it today. He's not wearing it today. But I find him, and then I take a picture of it. I circle his bitch ass, send it to him, and I'm like, got you. And then I see this man, oh shit, look down at his phone. And then I'm like, look up when you look at me. And then he's just like, and then he's all Mr. Nice Guy. Anything to say for yourself?
No.
Exactly. So the show opened up with Teezo Touchdown.
That was the opener.
Yeah, that was quite the opener.
He did his job though. You didn't forget his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was all right.
He did his job, and that's just to hype me up.
It was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Was it particularly good? No.
Not at all.
It was super weird. It was like it was like a home improvement show or something. And he had like some random white dude just pop out and like introduce him.
I kind of liked it.
Really?
I'm not gonna go. I don't think I would go listen to Teezo Touchdown.
No,
but as a live,
it didn't make me want to listen to him. It was entertaining though. I mean, as an entertainer, he did his fucking job and it was entertaining. And I feel like for us in seats compared to like people who were like maybe in the pit and close, it wasn't as fun. In the seats, you don't really get like super hype, but at least I don't. I'd rather be in the pit if I'm trying to, be super hype. But it was very entertaining. I mean, he did his job. There was some poor girl behind me. She must have pre-gamed a little too hard, and she was just tripping so hard, Jesus. And like she was like trying to like keep her phone up and like just couldn't, and she was like doing like, but she was like fucking it up. I feel so bad. But she was having a ball. Teezo Touchdown did his job for that poor girl.
I liked
her friends had to calm her down.
I liked his personality. He had a lot of personality.
Yeah,
and I liked how how much he did not give a fuck while he was on stage, and he was like, "I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want." And
he didn't give a shit. He had the Britney Spears mic and everything.
I actually didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he didn't have a mic. He had the Britney Spears like headset mic.
Oh yeah.
Straight Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah. Okay, not. Like, I thought his thing was cool. The pit was going in on it. Like,
they're making mosh.
Yeah. And I remember at this point in time, right before he started, this man to my left right here was like, man, they're not going to start at 7. And I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure it will. You never know. Like, last time we saw Tyler the Creator, it was on time. And he was just like, man, because every show he went to, started
in my
way
defense,
after.
every single
Yeah,
one. So it's
that's
like,
fair.
Yeah. So like Teezo started right when people were still finding their seats and stuff. So I was like, there you go, boom. And this man was like, oh, because at first he was like, oh, you're gonna owe me a pretzel if it doesn't start at 7. And I was just like, okay, what do I get? And then as soon as I was right, he was like, nah, you good. Y'all know you.
no, hold up. I said that you said I ain't owing you shit, and then you said, oh, what do I get if I win? And then it happened. So guess what? You ain't getting shit.
Nah, you paying no $8 for one pretzel to see Teezo touchdown with a pretzel. But
Yeah, it was entertaining.
it was entertaining.
Yeah.
I
He
had
did
fun.
again. He did his job. Like
Yeah.
it's way better me listening to him than just sitting there.
I think my favorite thing of his set was the ending where he was just like, I'm gonna say Teezo, and everyone's like touchdown.
You know, like the part where he lost his wig.
That part too.
Oh yeah,
that
he
part
did
too.
lose his wig. He had a wig on. It was strange. He just had like a long hair wig on, and he was just fucking going in. It just flew right off.
Yeah, I think at the same time was when us three went, some random girl popped up and sat next to me, and we basically ended up making a new friend at that concert. She was actually very nice. Shouts out to this girl named Sophia. She literally was just like, "Hey, hi." We were like, "Hey," and then she was like, "Cool. What's your names?" We're like, "Yeah, this," and she's like, "Oh, okay." And then throughout that entire thing, she just kept talking to us the entire time. She was like, "Hey, so what do you guys think about this?" Blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, "Oh, okay," because she ended up going by herself. But I was like, "Interesting. That's the first time that's ever happened to me." Because usually at a concert, like, and I'm in the pit or wherever else. I'm like, "Hey, sorry, I stepped on your shoe, wherever," and people are just like, "Don't look at me, look down. Don't look at the stage no more."
Well, in her defense, she was completely by herself.
Yeah, yeah,
Did-
yeah.
So
Wasn't the story something like her friend got arrested on her way?
not arrested.
Her car
but
got
yeah,
towed.
her car
She got
got
towed.
pulled over because she got pulled over for something, and she had a suspended license, and she couldn't find the registration for the car. So she got pulled over, their car got towed, and then her friend apparently was still trying to make it. It's like, oh, if I go home and I could get my dad to give me the keys and convince him to give me the keys, I'm gonna suspend the license to go on his car. I'll make it there. And she was like, just stay home. Like
Yeah.
it's not.
The
she-
odds were not in her
No,
favor
no.
that night.
Because she literally got to Orlando already and everything, and then while she was waiting in line, she was like, "Yeah, by the way, I can't make it. I got arrested."
Where was she from?
Gainesville. Yeah.
That's far.
yeah.
So like, yeah, I mean, kudos to her. She still went. She had a good ass time. Like she was dancing.
Yeah.
She was getting
Yeah, she
into
was-
that shit.
She was vibing the whole time.
Yeah, I'm down at the bottom and I look up. I think it was right after Teezo touchdown, like right when we were waiting for Vince Staples. And I look up and I just see this girl, and all three of them are just dumbfounded looking at her. And I'm like, you can't be serious.
she was nice though.
Yeah, and I see you guys like all chatting her up, and I'm like, this poor girl.
Well, she was talking to us.
Yeah,
It's not
okay.
really like we're like, "Yo, what's good?" No, like she was just like, "Oh, so who's this?" Where I was like, "Oh, Teezo touchdown," and then she started talking about like Earl sweatshirt and stuff. I was like, "Oh, okay." Like she was like in that shit, which is funny because she kind of looked like a hippie kind of
Yeah,
girl. But
definitely.
she was all into that dark shit. She
Yeah,
listened to
definitely.
Vin. She was
She's also like the early Tyler.
yeah.
project.
She like Goblin and Bastard and Vince Staples and Earl, and I was like, damn, all right. And then after that was Vince Staples, which was really cool, where they had like 2 stages, and the second stage was all like lit up with all these different colors and stuff like that, and it was very, very fucking cool in my opinion. Like I really liked what Vince Staples did with his set, even though it was small. And I was kind of nervous because our friend Tyler, who went with us, like he wasn't really into a lot of that type of music, especially Vince Staples, which is very like harsh and like
yeah,
very
it's very
experimental.
hard to find hip hop that he enjoys, and even Tyler was kind of a Hail Mary, and
Yeah.
he ended up liking it, and we told him to start like from the latest albums and work his way back if he really wanted to. But this man started on Goblin and he powered through, and he actually enjoyed it. I did
Yeah.
not expect him to like Goblin and Wolf, and he liked it. I
Yeah.
mean, he willingly sat down and listened to all those albums, which I would not have ever expected him to do. I mean, this man likes like Norwegian death metal and like straight up just dad rock and
Pirate metal.
Yeah, pirate metal. I mean, he likes some weird stuff. He likes some weird stuff. So, I mean, he also likes like indie and stuff like that. He's very into that stuff.
Yeah.
Probably more than the Norwegian death metal. I don't know why we bring that up so much. But, I mean, he's still, it's very hard to find hip hop for him to like or anything along those lines. And for him to go headfirst into Goblin, especially 10, 11 years later after it was released, is kind of strange. I did not expect him to like that. I really did not. And so without him being like the biggest fan because he just recently got into him, I mean, he knew him and he was excited to go, but I did not expect him to like Vince Staples.
Yeah.
And he liked it a lot. I think this also has to do with like the concert setting of everything. But he really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is the same man that likes Jesus, which I did not expect for him to like. I mean, I put it on to thinking it was gonna be
Like a joke, like us fucking around, like
Yeah.
us enjoying it, but him being like, "What the fuck is this?"
And by the end of it, he's like, I kind of like it. I didn't hate it. And we were just like,
Okay.
Really?
oh, okay. And he likes Jesus, which no one likes Jesus on their first listen. No one likes Jesus.
Unless you're Tyler.
Yeah.
Shout
But
out
he
Tyler.
liked it.
Yeah.
But I was primarily excited for Vince Staples. I mean, Vince Staples is probably in my top 5, if not top 3, like favorite artists.
Really?
Yeah, I love Vince Staples.
Oh wow, I didn't know you liked him like that.
And I mean, his album from last year was probably my favorite album of the year. So I was pretty excited to see him again, and it was really cool having him be on the B stage because that was like right in front of where I was, and I was kind of dreading having to see him from far away again because the first time that we saw him, we were in the crowd and we weren't necessarily like super far away, but we weren't close either, and when I saw him like pop up on the B stage, I was like, oh shit, yeah. I wasn't expecting that, but I was pretty happy that he did do that, and still upset because at every other show he's played, he played what is my favorite song off of his last album, and for us, he did not play it. Which is the second time that happens to me. And
Wait, what is it? What's
Sun
the song?
Downtown.
Oh, okay, yeah. Vince Staples. That's the funny thing with it is like what I was telling you is like, because me and Carlos both love Tyler the Creator and we both love Vince Staples, but it's kind of like the polar opposite where like I prefer Tyler a little bit more and then he prefers Vince Staples a little bit more. So like the opposite of him, Call Me If You Get Lost was my favorite album of
Wait,
last
what do you
year.
say a little bit more? Because he puts Vince Staples in his top 3.
Yeah,
Or you put
Tyler the
Tyler?
Creator is my number 3
Oh, he is? You're
Yeah.
number 3? Oh, okay. Never mind.
behind well, if we're talking rappers, I would say Gam. Oh no, because Gambino.
Yeah. Push him back down to top 5.
Even well, if we're talking rapping, then I would technically put Tyler above Gambino. But if we're talking like artistry, then I would put
No, because Carlos, you're talking about just rappers, right? Or in general artists?
Probably an artist who would be top 5, if not top 3. But rappers for sure top 3.
because even artist wise, I think Tyler is technically better than Gambino. Like, because he does everything and all of it's fucking fantastic. But I just prefer Gambino. But like, yeah, I would probably put Tyler as number 3 behind Kendrick and Kanye. But like, to me personally, I love Vince, and I think he did a really fucking good job. I preferred his set at the Flower Boy Big Fish Theory show because he had like a really cool stage setup that was even better than this one. But I still think he did a really fucking cool job. And because I was trying to get this man into Vince Staples, so I was playing a lot of his newer self-titled album stuff, which is a bit more tame, a bit more calm, a bit more chill. And then I was trying to avoid songs like Blue Suede and all this other shit. So then that would just fucking go. And then Juan, I saw him kind of bop at the concert. He's like, yeah, okay, cool. And afterwards I was like, hey, so what'd you think about it? He's like, yeah, I liked Vince Staples. I was like, all right, cool. Just not the first 2 songs.
Nope.
Which were Blue Suede and Senorita, which are like some of my favorite songs and his favorite songs. So I was like, wow, that fucking sucks. But he still enjoyed it though. And then
I love his light show. His
Yeah.
old light show, fantastic, fantastic.
the best one was when he performed Fun. Because he made this. That was the one when he made the stage like red and orange and yellow and shit like that.
Yeah.
That one was really cool.
The crowd fucking sucked for Vince Staples though.
But it's more so just because like Vince Staples, I think you've said it yourself because I made like a playlist for Carlos, concert playlist thing, so he could like jam it out in his car to Vince Staples, and I think you said it best where I can have so much fun listening to Vince Staples music, but like I don't know the fucking words. Like I know some of the words, I know it's like bits and pieces and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But I can't. I don't think I know a single Vince Staples song front to back, like all the way through. I know like most of like some Summertime '06 songs, but that's about it. Like
Yeah.
it's weird because he has
And-
good lines too. Like
And it sucks because a lot of his music, I feel like if you don't enjoy it already, you can't really get hyped to a lot of it because it's not like that bouncy. Like you want to jump up and down at a concert type. So for people, which majority of the crowd had no fucking clue who he was. I mean, there was these high school girls in front of me. I think they're there for Kali Uchis. I don't know.
There was a lot of people just for her. Not even
like
for
there was
Tyler,
like these
just for
high
her.
school girls. I mean, I heard them talking. They're like, "Yeah, I'm 16." And like, shouldn't you have
Is
a
that
parent?
what minors sound
Shouldn't
like to
you have a
you?
parent with you? But I mean, they could not give a fuck when his set started. Like they stood up and Blue Suede started, and they're like, "Yep, sitting back down," and they could not care less. I mean, half the people around me did not give a fuck. I saw one other dude like on the seat, like on the row, like next to mine. He was like bumping too, and there was like one or two people in the crowd who were like jumping around, and then like on the other side, there was like a couple girls that I saw like jumping up and down that Vince shouted them out. But other than that, like no one gave a fuck about this poor man, which sucks because his music's so good. And I know people are there for Tyler, and while being similar artists, they're also very vastly different.
yeah.
And I don't expect a lot of his people to kind of like know who he is and enjoy him like that. Even though, I mean, they've known each other for years. I don't think they've made music together though. I don't think they have.
Like a feature or something like that?
Yeah, I don't think.
I think did Vince Staples ever feature on one of his songs?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
That's surprising because you told me like
Yeah.
they're like really close friends, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're friends. They used to. It was funny because they used to. Tyler used to be like, "Oh yeah, he's not part of our future, but like he's a good rapper. I fuck with Vince, but like we don't really hang out like that." But then now it's like they're like, "No, we go on tour, we hang out, and yada yada yada." They're like things kind of changed, but I don't know. But next was after that was Kali Uchis, which multiple things. So one, when this girl came out on stage, everyone went fucking
Nuts.
ape shit.
Absolutely.
Nuts.
fucking ape shit.
Anything she did. I mean, I love Kali Uchis. Like, I love her. But anything she did, she'd turn around. The crowd was just like, "Wah!" She does like one little dance while her backup dancers were fucking like dancing.
Going in it.
Yeah.
And then she was just,
Like-
doing a little something. And then like anything she did, the crowd was like, "Wah!"
And especially the person in front of us. The person in front of us, I forgot which song it was
Yeah.
that she was playing, but something clicked with him because he was feeling it. That man got heartbroken or something down the line, and he was in it. The man was tearing up.
I think it was Drugs and Hella Melodies or whatever that song is. Like he was straight up like he looked like he was about to light a cigarette right there and just fucking.
Yeah, but that arena was going
Yeah.
absolutely
Nuts.
fucking insane for her. And as a person who like has listened to her and knows a handful of songs without like necessarily,
Represent your country.
yeah. I mean, she's Colombian. I'm Colombian.
Hell
Mom's
yeah.
Colombian.
I'm not. Still love her though.
I really enjoyed it. I mean, I know a handful of songs. I know like "Dead to Me."
Mm-hmm. What she opened with.
Yeah. After the
Um,
Storm
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
and Telepatia. Those are like the 4 songs that I know. But I mean, her production visually was insane.
Mhm.
Her like beat, like her music production was also fucking fantastic. it made me kind of want to listen to her, actually, which I don't know. I never thought I would.
Also,
Say.
I want to just give a shout out to all those background or back dancers. They
Oh
were
my God,
they were
yeah.
going in it,
And they were perfectly on sync. Every last thing they fucking did.
I remember there was one time they were like, one of them was like twerking on the video screen, but they were like looking into your fucking soul while they were doing it and looking back at the camera.
You
And
like this? You like this?
And the Sophia girl who was sitting next to us was like, "That's so aggressive." But yeah, she pulled out all the stops and she really fucking went in, and I think she did a fucking fantastic job. It was very like dream like
Yeah.
because
It was kind of like surreal feeling.
yeah, Semieto is like literally very dreamy, like dream pop in a way.
Especially with the lights of the TV screen and how it
Yeah.
had it all presented. Yeah.
It's really fucking cool to see all those songs played live and stuff. And she played literally basically almost all my favorite songs except for Just a Stranger, but like everything she played, I was like, yep. And she played some new stuff, and I think the other thing was that during this, like I said, everybody was cheering because Kali Uchis, she came such a long way from being, oh, you're that girl who's on the Perfect song with Tyler, or you're on fucking See You Again with Tyler and stuff like that, and people mainly knowing her as a Tyler feature, even though she had solo stuff, but that it just didn't blow up yet until Telepatia, where like it literally like blew her out of the stratosphere, and now everybody in that arena was there for just Tyler and Kali Uchis, and like because even the Kali Uchis guy who was in front of us, who was about to shed a pimp tear to Drugs and Hella Melodies, like he was going in on Tyler too, like he was going in on everything, and I think that was such a cool thing, was that this was probably the most diverse crowd I've ever seen at a concert.
That's what I was telling Hunter. I haven't been to that many concerts, but definitely the most diverse. I'm seeing people from different like cliques, I guess you could say, and that would never remotely be speaking to each other, but like they were all there.
Yeah, and you had so many different people who had different eras of Tyler, which I found funny. So you had like, every time I go to a Tyler show, I always make a game of how many people are wearing the Odd Future donut shirts or donut hats or donut whatever. And I always count them, and I lost track after a while. Like there was like every other fucking person was a Odd Future donut shirt person. But like, you had people with the cherry bomb, weird blue and yellow, ugly ass pants or hat.
There was a million people dressed up as Igor.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Igor Tyler. A million fucking people with the wig. Even people who
the
should
hat,
definitely not be wearing the wig.
Yeah,
the hat.
The Call Me If You Get Lost hat.
And shout out the people who went in the full suit, like
I didn't see that.
pants, full suit, pants, wig.
That's fine.
I saw
glasses.
two of them down in the pit. Two of them.
There
They
was
were wearing
people in the
bright green
pit.
and bright pink.
There was people in the seats like across from me, so like on your guys' side.
Yeah.
There was people like on the side. There was people in the pit. Like shout
I saw two of them.
shout out to those people because fuck, that's dedication. Because that's dedication, especially in the pit. It gets way too hot to be wearing all that. I'm good.
Yeah, and I guess after that is obviously Tyler, and he was at this point, because we paid about like what $50, and this show was about 4 hours long, and every single person was even like delivering everything. And I also liked how all the other artists like really kept shouting out Teezo Touchdown as much as possible, like every single fucking person. But when Tyler came on, I instantly was just like, okay, this is probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to. It's, to me, probably the second best I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah, easily. Because I think the production was fucking insane.
Yeah.
With the house, you had like a whole house with like actual screens for the windows, so you saw people like walking past or whatever.
When they have the features of people, it will
like
be showing there.
A$AP
when they did Who That Boy and you see A$AP Rocky in the window.
Yep. Also, I've been checking out a lot. It's the video on TV, how perfectly angled it is, so it just looks like a movie when he's actually on the screen behind the house and everything. Fantastic.
That's really cool, actually. And then he had his Rolls Royce, right?
Yeah.
But that actually turned on and everything, which was pretty cool. And then he had a boat.
The freaking boat.
Yeah, which I thought was awesome. And he literally kind of went through pretty much every era except for Bastard, which I didn't expect him to play Bastard. But like he played things off Goblin, Cherry Bomb, whatever. Like he did everything. And I like that he wasn't afraid to talk to the crowd. Like most of the time when people do that, like when you hear Kanye at a concert, you're like, fuck, man. Like I mean,
What kind of stupid shit he's about to say now?
even though I love Kanye, but
Yeah,
you know, there's
but-
times where he talks for a very long time. But for Tyler, I actually don't mind it because he's so fucking funny.
No,
Like,
and he talked for a pretty good amount of time. I mean,
Yeah.
he probably talked for like 20 minutes in total, like throughout the entire show. And R.I.P. Andrew.
Oh my god, you shitted on Andrew.
so we went to the Orlando show where basically he was saying that when he goes to every show, he basically bikes around, and he kept making fun of Florida, which I found hilarious. But anyways,
With good reason.
with good reason, yeah, it's Florida, we could take it. And then he went to a Baskin Robbins and he met up with this girl who recognized him, who worked there, and she was like, "Oh, I was supposed to go to your show tonight." And then he's just like, "Well, why aren't you? What's going on?" She's just like, "Oh, well, I was gonna go with my boyfriend, but he broke up with me." And then he's just like, "Oh, well, shit." Whether like
Go anyways.
tell him I'm with you right now. So then she's like, "Oh, I'm with Tyler right now." So I guess he came to Baskin Robbins. He's like, "Oh, Tyler's here," and Tyler's like, "Yo, bitch, give her the ticket right now." And then they like basically like surrounded this guy. They're like, "Yo, man, give her ticket. What the fuck?" And I guess it's like a pit ticket because I don't think I would want to go if it was like a seat ticket, but whatever.
Yeah, because he'd be sitting right next to.
Yeah, it would be awkward. I mean, granted, you know, fuck it, it's Tyler the Creator. But so this man his poor man had to go because he was gonna take his friend Andrew instead of this girl. And basically, at the show, Tyler was just like, "Oh, well, guess what? Fuck Andrew, you ain't here tonight, motherfucker."
I don't know where you're at, but you ain't here.
And the worst part was that I went on Reddit the day after, and everyone on Reddit was like, "Yo, fuck Andrew, yeah." 30 trillion fuck Andrew.
Yo, no, Andrew was a boyfriend.
No.
Andrew was the friend.
Andrew was friend,
Yeah.
not the boyfriend. Yeah. Yeah, I promise
sure about that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
promise you. Yeah. Yeah, because he was trying to give her ticket to Andrew.
Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. But
Poor Andrew.
yeah,
He's definitely crying.
but yeah, he.
I don't know. Would you be mad at that? I think I would be mad.
I will 100% be mad. What you mean?
I mean, if I was the girl, I'd be even more mad because
Wait, why?
we already made plans to go.
Oh,
Oh no, I like. Would you be mad that Tyler the Creator's like shitting on you?
yes.
Oh, I
No,
would. Be,
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't be mad. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I want Tyler the Creator to shit on me. That not literally. Not literally.
Honestly, I don't even know. I don't know. First, you want him shitting on you.
Talk
and then-
shit about me. Not literally. But
Well, whatever your kinks are, that's on you.
but
too,
And
Kyle,
got
something-
spit roasted in front of 20,000 people.
yeah, I mean, it's a story though. Like
Yeah.
even if you're not there, at least Tyler the Creator talks shit about you on stage. That's pretty fucking hilarious. Like I don't even think you could be mad at that.
And basically forbid me from coming to their concert.
But,
If it wasn't for Tyler, I would have gone to see Tyler.
but that's the two things people are gonna take away from that concert is fuck Andrew and Teezo Touchdown.
Yep.
But he used both stages, which was cool. So after he did some of a run on Call Me If You Get Lost, he got on his boat and did What's Your Name over to the other stage that Vince Staples was using. That was like covered in like bushes now for like a Flower Boy feel. And then he started to run through a bunch of Flower Boy songs and like a bunch of old songs and
That's, I don't know what the name of it. Boredom? Is that the name of it? Or-
yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that song.
Yeah,
I really,
it's fucking fantastic.
really like that song.
That like you notice such a huge difference because when you look at old Tyler, where it's like this very like fucking loud, he still has songs like that, but like going to now where like you just have a whole stadium of people for every single song that you make,
Yeah.
literally singing every fucking word. Like that was probably one of the craziest crowds I've seen at a show, and like the whole stadium sang everything, and it was like kind of a really cool sight, especially one of the few times I actually like this is the first time I ever did like the nosebleed seats, but like I didn't mind it, honestly, especially with doing the two stages. Like it was perfectly fine for me, and seeing all the whole crowd doing everything like was so cool. And it's funny because Juan and our friend Tyler, the only other concerts they went to was like 21 Pilots. He went to Kanye, which was a crazy ass crowd, but Tyler only went to like Glass Animals and 21 Pilots. So seeing a Tyler the Creator crowd with like these huge ass mosh pits to Tamale and Who Dat Boy, and
Yeah, they
all
were
this
going
stuff.
in for Tamale.
Yeah, Tamale's fucking crazy. That's why I was saying, like, you can listen to that song on its own and be like, all right, this is kind of whatever. I don't get it. But when you see it live, you're like, okay, I get it now. Like, it's just stupid fun. Like, it's so much fun. But I was like, Tyler, so how does this compare to those types of crowds? And Tyler was just like, no, these people are fucking crazy. Like, they're fucking insane. And I think the craziest one was when he started playing Igor shit, which I'm happy that's Tyler Creator's favorite album too, because that's mine. He started playing New Magic Wand, and this fucking dude behind us was just like leaning over the rail. And
We were
like,
literally scared that he was gonna fall.
I was scared he
Like-
was gonna hit somebody.
Like he was literally gonna fall.
Yeah. He was straight up like leaning over and like aggressively rapping like every single lyric to New Magic Wand and like head banging and fucking like he straight up looked like he was about to punch someone in front of him. And we were once again in the nosebleeds and this motherfucker was going in. And I was just like, what? You just chill a little bit.
I'll be really scared if he was in the pit because my man's will have a mosh pit by himself. Like that was how crazy the man was going. People were like, "Yo, is he okay? Like, does he need to talk to someone?" Like,
I don't think a single person wanted to be around.
no, definitely not.
And what's it called? When he ended the show, like, and I immediately was just like, damn, like what a fucking great show, especially for like songs like I Think, and he ended it on fucking
Run It Up.
Run It Up. I almost just said Send It Up. Jesus is on my mind right now. Sorry. Yeah, when he did Run It Up, like it's just for some reason songs like that, and I Thought You Wanted to Dance were just kind of just like pure like magic.
I really like
with-
that song too.
Yeah, it's just pure like magic for some reason. Like, and it's just you feel so much from the crowd, and say like even if you didn't know all the words, you were still like, damn, like this is like a moment, you know. And it's really cool, especially for the I Fucking Hate You. When it gets to like the last part of it with the
I also really like that song. Again, from this concert, I'm picking like I don't love all his music, but I'm definitely picking like, oh, I really like this.
Keep in mind, this motherfucker, I offered him the ticket months ago. I was like, Juan, you can have the ticket. Like, just go. He's like, I don't want to go. Fucking Tyler Creator. I don't know why the fuck would I want to go to that? It's fucking trash. I'm a little fucking bitch. And
We'll
then
go to a concert, I don't know.
Fucking 2 days, like 3 days ago, he was like, do you still have that ticket?
You're
I'm
welcome.
like,
You're about to lose $50 if it
No, I
wasn't for
would
me.
have gladly lost those $50.
Well, it's also because I happened to get the day off since I did the double on Thursday, so they gave me Friday off. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm off that day." All y'all leaving. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
what else? What other song did you like? Did you like the 911 was good?
Obviously, Earthquake. I really like that one. The
Yeah.
way he said it. I like Magic Wand too. I liked a lot of songs when he was in the second set.
Never forget when we made this man listen to Igor, and he could have not cared any less for anything on that album.
To be fair, for that one time we listened to it, your bass was turned up so loud. So when we were listening to like Running Out of Time or Earthquake or Puppet, it was all fucking bass. So this man couldn't hear any fucking songs at all. And once in a while, you'll hear a Earthquake. And Juan's like, yeah, I don't give a shit about this. Like, what the hell is this? So your car has too much bass.
Dial it down a little. All right.
But yeah, it was so much fun, and we all had a good time. And like, honestly, which leads me to kind of the main point of this is, so what would you say is still your favorite concert that you've been to?
Kanye.
Is this in the top 3 or top 5? Or?
No, Kanye is still my number one. The St. Pablo tour. I mean, I don't think I've ever had like a concert experience like that since. It was just
it touched you.
because we were in the pit and it was every song was just hit after hit after hit, and for 2.5 hours, whatever he played for, we did not get a break. There was no breaks.
There was one break after Runaway when he was talking.
Yeah,
And
about nonsense.
We were like actually asking for him to talk. Like Kanye talk for a minute because we were all after like song 3, instantly drenched in sweat because of how like tightly packed it was and everyone was jumping around and you're like, oh, all right, it's over. And he's like, that part. We're like, oh, okay. He's like, facts. We're like, oh, okay, famous. All right, just calm down. Just stronger.
Give me a second, please, sir. Not like
You're
this.
Yeah, please, God. Father, stretch my hands.
It was song after song, and you didn't get a break.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't get a break. Like 5 minutes in, I'm like, please stop.
Gold digger.
Every song, and you got some random dude in front of you, fucking like rap battling you, and
Put his arm around you, and
Yeah.
you're like, I love you guys.
like never in my life have I ever experienced anything like that ever again.
So, would this Tyler concert be in the top 5 concerts or top 3?
Probably top 5. I would say. I did really enjoy it. I didn't listen to "Call Me If You Get Lost" as much as you did. So a large handful of those songs, like I didn't really know too well. But I mean, like Flower Boy and Igor. I mean, I listened to those albums for months, pretty much on repeat. So, to me, those were probably like the most special songs, and the songs that I enjoyed the most. And Goblin still holds a little tiny place in my 14-year-old heart.
There's a little goblin in Carlos.
little sophomore year Carlos listening to She and Yonkers
And Troncat. And
yeah.
That was a
and
respectable
Bits Up
14-year-old listening to Goblin.
There. Kill people, burn shit, fuck school, God, unless you had that
Typical
like,
things.
Yeah, unless you were screaming that in your class, you weren't cool.
I would say this is my number 2. I would still say Kanye is my number 1 just because similar to what you said, like it's still the energy in that room was fucking insane. And it was insane when at certain shows celebrities were getting in the pits, like NBA stars, fucking Jonah Hill, random
old Jonah
people
Hill.
were going into the pits to rap Kanye songs. But this was very close to me. I think the crowd was into like everything, and I got all the songs I wanted. I Thought You Wanted to Dance. I got Corso. I got Lemonhead and a bunch of really good songs off the new album, and I got a bunch of old stuff and. Good mix of everything. Flume is definitely up there too for me, but I think I like this one better. Personally.
So, what would you say your top 5 like favorite concerts you've been to would be?
That's tough. I would say number 1 is Kanye. Number 2 is this Tyler Call Me If You Get Lost tour. Number 3 would probably be Flume. No, Gambino for the Camp tour. Then Flume, and then I would probably say, surprisingly, no, I would probably put Tyler Creator again for the Flower Boy and Big Fish Theory tour. But I would actually give a shout out. I know people like to hate on Logic, but the Under Pressure tour for Logic was actually really fucking cool, and I really loved that show a lot. That was one of my first concerts, and I really enjoyed it. It was like my second concert. But what about you?
I mean, I can't do a top 5. I can do a top 3. So for me, I have, as much as I did like the Tyler concert, I'm gonna have to put it at number 3. But mostly, it's because I don't know literally all the songs.
Okay.
Like I can't really like sing with it if I like. Okay, what the fuck is he saying?
I heard you singing.
Yeah, when I fucking pick up of like the lyrics. Okay, he's gonna repeat the same thing he said last time. I got this now.
Take a mind. This man went from I don't care about Tyler. And then on stage, people are like, Tyler. I heard you here to my right, Tyler.
I pay my $50. I'm getting my experience. Even if I don't know you, you're in it. But overall, like if I actually knew the songs and was more of a fan, like because the aesthetics and everything was fantastic.
Yeah.
So number 1 and number 2 is kind of hard because like the only reason I say that is on paper. Is Kanye, because even though I won't say I know every single Kanye song, I knew like I want to say like 80% of it. So I was in it, like you people were saying, the crowd was in it, we're on it. the 21 Pilots, I knew all their songs. Knew all their songs, felt all that. I was in it. And I don't know if you remember, I have the friend with me that I met randomly, the girl that was there.
Yeah.
I don't even know your name. But just wherever you are, I hope you're having a good life. But don't know where you're in it, but we were in it. Every single song, we were playing it. So that's the only thing that's kind of hard. I hate the fact that granted, we had to wait for both of those concerts, but the 21 Pilots felt forever.
That sucked.
Forever. I was starting to get so mad. Like, yo, I'm hating my life right now. Like, please. What was his name? Joey Badass or something like that?
No,
what?
no, that's a really good rapper.
No,
though. Shouts out Joey Badass.
Yeah.
I love Joey Badass.
What was the guy? His brother.
Jay Joseph.
Yeah.
That one.
Ass.
Yeah, he ain't that great. But at least something happened. And I'm not just standing there.
Granted, it took forever for that motherfucker to take stage.
Very long.
Yeah,
long time.
but at least something happened. With Kanye, it was still bad. It wasn't nearly as bad as the 21 Pilots, though.
I mean, the
surprising.
problem with the 21 Pilots show is we waited since like 11 o'clock in the morning or something like that because our friends wanted to get there early. I could not care any less about getting there early, and I made myself very vocal about that. But comes to find out that they had a shitty like wristband like system, so you could literally show up, leave, and then you'd still hold your place in line.
I forgot about that. Is that normal?
No,
Or is
it's
that-
not.
No?
It's
21
purely
Pilots fans.
21 Pilot fans. So it didn't matter because we got there early, but it was like, oh, you're like 400 in line, so fuck you. It doesn't matter.
The only thing I like about that is just because it was in Atlanta. We were actually able to like explore Atlanta. When we went to like the Ferris wheel, we went to the park that used to be like the Olympics.
Yeah, the Olympic Park.
So to me, as a whole, that was fantastic because it felt like a whole experience, not just a concert. Like we went to a whole different state compared to the Kanye, which was in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is when we went to go explore, our friends were like, "We're just gonna stay in line." I'm like, "Why?
Yeah, no,
like, what
yeah.
are you doing?
You can
Like,
keep- you can
our
keep all
place
that.
is held."
Yeah.
But I would still say before we wrap this up that the Kanye entrance was still my favorite, just because. So we're sitting there, and it's been like an hour and a half. The show hasn't started, and we're like,
No,
"Yo."
it was almost it was 2
Yeah,
hours.
it was 2 hours.
It was like something.
It
like
was
that.
a long time. I think we got in at like 6 or 7, and Kanye didn't come on until
like
9:30 ish.
And like all of a sudden, people were less like. I mean, back when he was married to Kim Kardashian,
Pour one out.
They spotted Kim Kardashian and the other Kardashians there, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And everybody like looked at them, and it was like, "Oh shit!" And then the lights just turned off, and all of a sudden, you just heard like "Father Stretch My Hands" Part 1, and it was like, "Oh shit!" And everyone kept making jokes. They're like, "Nah, you can't see them. No." Put the attention back on me. Fuck that shit. But it was such a cool way, in a way, to introduce the show because it was just so.
By promoting his family.
So it was just so surprising. Like it was just like, oh, okay.
I love his stage with the floating.
Yeah, the floating
platform.
stage. We didn't even
Because
mention
even if the
best
back,
part.
like you're still getting the full experience. I love that he did that. Dangerous as hell, but I love that.
I mean,
did.
he was on a harness. It's fine.
Yeah, he was attached to the stage.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
People kept trying to jump onto it because it would
Yeah,
get lower
that's
too
the
low.
only thing.
What can happen? People can jump on it. Whatever.
Yeah, and then he can just kick him off.
You think he's able to move wherever he wants?
Yeah, I mean,
he can
he
move
did.
all over. Yeah, he can kick a motherfucker off. Yeah, but we got Kanye to rap "I Love Kanye" above us. That's pretty fucking crazy. But that's it for the show. You have any final thing?
No, that's about
The only
it.
final thing is we're gonna do our for the 4th concert if we go to the weekend concert.
Yeah, we're trying to go to the Weekend Doja Cat concert, which
Super excited for that.
super excited. But yeah, let us know what your favorite concert is because I think, yeah,
I think that's also something very diverse of people's favorite concerts. So
yeah, it's a good, it's always cool to just talk to people about music and stuff like that, but also just the fact that, especially with the pandemic going on, going back to a concert feels so good. Going back to being in a room with people singing a bunch of songs. So let us know what your favorite concert is if you're still watching the show. Once again, if you are watching the show, we deeply appreciate it. We'll always appreciate it. Any support. If you don't like the show, that's fine too. If you want to let us know any ways we can improve the show in any type of way, let us know in the comment section below. If you want to subscribe, we fucking love you. Thank you so much. We're doing this off nothing, so we really do appreciate it. But until next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Thank you.